So today I am going to continue the temporary remodel of our kitchen area. This cabinet's coming down. I'm going to do one cabinet at a time, just like I did the cabinets down below, where I sanded all the cabinet faces, took the doors apart, put them back together to seal the gap between them. I'm going to use different hardware on them as well, hinges and handles. I'm only going to do one at a time because the cabinets are full of glasses, plates, things like that my wife has, and she really doesn't want to have it stacked all over the kitchen because it kind of looks messy. But anyhow, first thing I'm going to do, we have our internet and our cell phone booster up on top. I'm going to actually cut a piece of plywood, temporary, hang over here on the side, move that stuff over where it's out of my way. I've got pieces of wood up on top that's trim work that comes across. I'm going to take all of this out, and I'm also going to be taking this piece out so that I can sand it all down. These doors look like they're fairly decent, where there's not a real big gap, so I don't think I'll have to do a whole lot with them. But I'll get it all sanded down, I'll get it all painted, and I'll bring it back in, hang it back up, and then the next cabinet over, then that cabinet will be the next one I take out, and then I'll move along. When I get to the microwave, what I'm probably going to do is just take the doors off, cover the microwave and the stove area, sand it all down inside so I don't have to take the microwave out, and then that'll be the only one I don't take out. So anyhow, back to that corner, and we will start deinstalling the cabinets. Here is the cabinet. I've rehung it. You can't really tell with the lighting in here, but it is nice white colored cabinet now. I didn't move the internet and booster for our cell phone service yet. It's really not necessary right now, and we may actually leave part of it up there the way it is, just to have more room up on top of the cabinet. So once I get the doors on this one done, and like I said, I've already put the hinges on it. Go ahead and go over there. Once I get the hinges on there, I'll pull this cabinet out and start on it. So anyhow, as my wife would say, progress. Alright, so both cabinets are down now. I didn't figure I needed to show that. Just unscrewing everything, cleaning up the cabinets. So I should have the doors hung back on this cabinet today and keep plugging along. Okay, so this is the cabinet that I took down from beside the microwave area. As you can tell, there are some major problems with this cabinet. I'm going to try to fix this backside where it's bowed out. It's got cracks in it. I'm going to try to fix a lot of that. I mean, this is just a temporary setup, so I'm not really going to put a whole lot of work into it. But we're going to see what I can do with that one. And this was the one to the left of the window. It's in a lot better shape than the other one was. So anyhow, let me go ahead. I'm going to finish painting everything here before I start sanding. I've got some of the edges to paint. And a couple of these boards I can put one more coat of paint on to try to cover the wood grain that's bleeding through it. And on these two, I just need to paint the other side. So I've painted the sides, the edges. I just need to get to the bottom side. But this one here, I'm gonna do one more coat on at least of paint as well because it's bleeding through. So let me go ahead and let's get started. Okay, first cabinet has been completed. Doors are rehung. I might still paint the inside of the doors, I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. And now it'll be time to work on these two cabinets. So, progress. Alright, so what I was not wanting to happen happened. So anyhow, see if I can get a little closer look on it. But it's repairable. It's fixable, however you want to look at it. So oh man. Anyhow, some of the nails, when you put them down, they tend to split this wood now. So I actually put some spacers in here to get this area a little more level. And that seemed to, when I put nails back in, it split this area, and I looked, and this area was already evidently split because I didn't do a whole lot up here. But this down here was pretty bad. So now what I'm doing is I'm clamping them together. I've put some glue inside into the gap, and now I've got the gap closed up. I'm gonna let it dry. And the glue that's on top, I can sand that down. Okay, kind of a overcast, dreary day today. I'm back on the cabinet remodel for the kitchen. I think it's coming out pretty good. Got a coat of paint on these, so taking a bit longer than I had expected, but I also had to stop and do a couple other things. while I'm in the process of doing this. So anyhow, plugging along. Next video I'll do, we'll be rehanging these two cabinets here. And all I'm doing pretty much first is sanding them down, painting the cabinets themselves, getting them hung back on the wall so we can put everything back in them. That way they're out of the way of my wife. She does her own channel of, she does some cooking on her channel, among other things. And then I'll come back and I'll do the doors. I'll be letting this dry now. And hopefully it'll take 2 coats. I'll be done. I can hang them back on the wall and start on my doors. Anyhow, that's it for now. Do another update later.